Doctor Who. What's up, my Whovian homies? I am the Doctor Who Kid, and today we are reviewing Can You Hear Me? Again, Can You Hear Me is the name of the episode. I'm not actually asking if you can hear me. So, we begin in 1930 Syria in this city called... Oh, what was it? Oh, a hippo. It was called a hippo. So, we begin in a hippo, and there's these nun people who get attacked by a monster. Brace yourself, folks, this is a scary one. Meanwhile, the Doctor drops her companions off back in Sheffield so they could go visit their family and friends. And we get some really nice character bonding scenes. Oh, so this is one of those kinds of episodes where the companions go home. You know, the kinds we never saw in Stephen Moffat's era at all. And while they're there, spooky things start happening. Yaz wakes up in the middle of the night to find a creepy bald dude in her flat. Ryan discovers his friend has a finger stuck in his ear by the same creepy bald dude Yaz saw. And Graham gets a telepathic vision from this girl. Meanwhile, the Doctor finds herself in a hippo, encounters the sole surviving nun lady, and then after getting a message from the companions, they all reunite to use the TARDIS telepathic circuits to find themselves on a spaceship orbiting two planets that are going to crash into each other. Oh god, it's an incursion! The reality is doomed! What? I have other interests. I'm not just the Doctor Who kid. In between these two planets, preventing them from fully colliding, you can get a little orb prison thing which has the girl inside it that Graham was communicating with. So, as they work to try and figure out how to free the girl, the companions all get themselves captured by the bald guy. Ah, good to see we're all following the classic traditions. So then, luckily, the Doctor is able to figure out a way to free the girl from her imprisonment. Only it turns out, the girl is evil! It turns out the bald dude and the girl are actually these two beings from a higher plane of existence who travel to the universe, encounter these two planets, and held a bet between themselves to discover which one of these planets they could destroy first. So yeah, they're basically sociopaths. While this explanation is going on, the companions get stuck in creepy dreams, bringing forth their own insecurities and fears regarding traveling. Ryan gets a dream about his best mate growing old without him, and the earth is on fire and everything's just dying. And the Dregs from Orphan 55 make a cameo. Yay, interconnectivity! Yaz gets a dream involving her and a police lady, hinting at some kind of backstory stuff. And Graham gets a dream where Grace shows up again, and his cancer comes back more aggressive than ever. So yeah, you can tell Chris Chibnall wrote this episode. There's lots of drama. The Doctor gets captured as well, having a brief vision involving the timeless child, but is quickly able to free herself from the prison, saves everyone else as well, and then comes up with a plan to beat them. The two god people go to Earth with intentions to steal the nightmares of all the humans on Earth. Real talk. Is the Nightmare Man related to these people? Because I'm getting really strong Nightmare Man vibes, only without the fingers. The two god people sense something weird going on in a hippo, so travel to a hippo, where the Doctor and companions are waiting for them. They've released the monster things from the beginning of the episode, which the bald dude created from the fears of the surviving nun lady, which is why the nun lady wasn't killed to begin with. Only now, the monster is working for the Doctor, because the nun lady is controlling it because it's her fears and she's conquered them. So they stick the monster on the god people, and the Doctor uses this to trap the god people in the prison from earlier, in between the two planets. So once again, the day is saved. I'm the Doctor Who oh wait, hang on, the episode's not done yet. We've got more interpersonal character drama to deal with. Ryan and his best mate have a conversation about how, you know, he knows the truth about the TARDIS travelling, and they have a discussion about all that. Yaz has an extended flashback explaining what was going on with her dreams. Turns out she was a runaway at one time, and she met a nice police lady who may have wound up being the reason she became a police officer in the first place. And Graham tries to have a conversation with the doctor where he goes over his fears on the cancer returning and such, but because the doctor is as socially awkward as our fans, does not have any reassuring thing to say at all. Then Ryan and Yaz have a conversation where they're all like, how long could we possibly be doing this TARDIS stuff? And that's got me wondering. Anytime that conversation comes up among a companion, it's usually heralding a point where they leave. Is something going to happen in the finale? Well, before we can ruminate on that, the doctor interrupts being like, hey, what about Frankenstein? Let's do Frankenstein! And then the episode ends as they speed off to their next adventure. Well, that was Can You Hear Me? Great character building scenes, nice use of atmosphere and nightmares and stuff, intriguing plot, Ryan using the most compelling logic of persuasion ever in the history of television. I got chips though! I rate this episode 10 out of 10, best Doctor Who episode ever! I am the Doctor Who Kid, and I will see you next time for The Haunting of Philadelphia. The Haunting of Vanilla Dodo something. The episode of Mary Shelley and Lord Byron.